Alright everyone, it is Finn here and welcome back to another video where today I'll be discussing the Manchester United Donny van de Beek situation. Now, as we all know, the January transfer window is now open, meaning clubs can buy and sell who they want. And of course, the big thought on every Manchester United fan's mind is, do we sell Donny van de Beek? And that's why in today's video, I'll be sharing my thoughts and opinions on the matter. Now, of course, do I think that we should sell Donny van de Beek? Well, the answer is very clearly no in my opinion. I think Donny van de Beek, for his age, he is a world-class player. He's only 23 years old, turning 24 this year, meaning if we really grow him to his full potential and use him properly, we can get a good 8 to 10 years out of him. I find it so shocking that we can buy a player for £40 million and only play him for 249 minutes of the Premier League. Just to give you an example of how little that is, Paul Pogba, a player we all complain about game after game after game, has had 859 minutes, meaning Donny van de Beek has played 3 to 4 times less than Paul Pogba. The fact that Pogba makes mistake after mistake and we still play him over Donny van de Beek, I find that really shocking. And no, I'm not just being a Manchester United fan that's hating on Pogba. I just find it ridiculous that we're not playing a player that has the potential like Donny van de Beek, because when he plays, he is magical. We have just played the FA Cup game versus Watford, and I saw so many fans and pundits saying Donny van de Beek was great versus Watford. Well, how about we play him in a semi-final versus Manchester City or in an actual Premier League game? I don't understand how we can't play Donny van de Beek. Buying a player from Ajax, he's played in a semi-final with Ajax in the Champions League, played a huge role in it, but yet we've only played him in 10 Premier League games. He's only had 2 starts. He's been subbed on to 8 of those games and subbed off of the other one. Look, I'm not going to pretend to be fantastic at math, but that means he's literally only played 1 full 90 minutes in the Premier League. I don't think we've given him enough time, and he deserves so much more for the kind of player he is. And it pisses me off because Solskjaer, apparently, look, I've seen different articles saying that he's asked Donny van de Beek to pack his bags or something like that, which, I mean, I don't know whether to believe that or not, but apparently he's come out talking about Donny van de Beek's playtime, saying there are so many examples of players needing a little bit of time. What do you mean needing a little bit of time? Give him the time. The only reason he hasn't had the time is because you don't give it to him. And it's not like Donny van de Beek is a youngster like Angel Gomez was, like Chong was, or players like that. Donny van de Beek has proven on different stages. I mean, he is a regular in the Netherlands national team, for Christ's sake. What else does he need to prove? His debut for Manchester United, he scored the only goal versus Crystal Palace. 2 or 3 games later, he got an assist in one of the League Cups. What else does he need to prove number-wise? I genuinely don't understand why we are not playing a player like Donny van de Beek. And of course, just looking at other examples of what other people think of the situation, obviously Patrice Evra about 2-3 months ago said Manchester United don't need Donny van de Beek. And of course, I think that's a ridiculous statement. I think you need him for squad depth. And of course, when he does play, he adds a different element that no other player has. He is the same as what under Herrera was to the club. He wins the ball in the midfield and he contributed. No other player in this entire squad does it the same as what Herrera did. But the closest thing that we do have in terms of a future like that is Donny van de Beek. In fact, I think Donny van de Beek will be much better than what Herrera was if we end up playing him. But of course, Patrice Evra did come back to obviously defend his comments a tiny bit, saying that when I said we don't need him, I'll give you a few examples. Fred, Scott McTominay, Nemanja Matic, you love them or you hate them when we play a big game. But when you need to be strong, compact, and run everywhere, they always deliver. So to me, that really does annoy me, because you can't compare Donny van de Beek to the kinds of players like Matic, to the kinds of players like Fred or Scott McTominay. Because looking at Donny van de Beek, he is not just a defensive player. He is an attacking player. He is the player that you need to play when you need to rest Bruno Fernandes or take Bruno Fernandes off. He is not the kind of player to compare to Nemanja Matic, who is in his 30s and is a deep-lying defensive midfielder. I don't think you can compare Donny van de Beek on any level to Scott, Fred or Nemanja Matic, because when it comes to looking at Donny van de Beek overall, he's such a diverse player in the way that he plays. He goes so much higher than those players. He is an attacking player. And my other problem with that is when it comes to substituting on attacking players, we play Juan Mata, we play Jesse Lingard, but then you don't always get Donny van de Beek. That's what I don't understand. For such a high-profile player, we play 30-year-old Juan Mata or Jesse Lingard. We have just extended his contract at Manchester United. How do you do that knowing that you're probably going to let go of Donny van de Beek? How do you get rid of that quality? And it's not just about having players in your starting 11. You need to have players on the bench of that quality. Looking at a Manchester City, for example, when they don't have Aguero, they have Jesus. Or looking at a Liverpool, if they don't have Sadio Mane, they've got Jota. If they don't have Thiago, they've got Henderson, Oxlade-Chamberlain. It is about having the same quality on your bench as you do in the starting lineup. And I think Donny van de Beek adds that ability to the squad. So to be able to say you want to get rid of him because he doesn't always fit in the starting lineup, I find that absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. I think Donny van de Beek needs to start. But saying that, look, if we're going to sell him, just sell him. Don't he and haw about it, obviously, because selling him now, you could probably get him for a good 30-40 million, the same amount as we bought him, to a club like Barcelona. I think a club like Barcelona would love to have him. Obviously, they've got Ronald Koeman as the manager, who managed Donny van de Beek in the Netherlands national team. Of course, Frankie de Jong's in the midfield, so they could see that as a potential partnership. I don't know, if we want to sell Donny van de Beek, do it before his value declines. That's the same problem we had with Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba has not been good over the last few years. But now, at this stage, look, we bought him for like 80 million. But at this stage, I will say this, we will be lucky if you can sell Paul Pogba for 50 to 60 million. He has declined that much. And Paul Pogba's 4 years older than Donny van de Beek. I don't know, to me, this is such a stupid situation overall. As I said, Donny van de Beek, to get the minutes that he has at a club like Manchester United, I 100% don't understand that. Yes, I understand Manchester United are doing well in the Premier League at the moment, but it is about more than that. It's about having quality in the different leagues, so you don't have to start your strongest players. We want to win trophies at Manchester United. Doesn't have to be the Premier League, but that means we need a strong enough backup squad when it comes to the FA Cup or the EFL Cup. But guys, I think that is pretty much going to be it on my say on the matter. I know this is a bit shorter kind of video than what I normally do, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out there. And of course, I want you guys to put in the comment section down below, should Manchester United sell Donny van de Beek? Just yes or no. I want to hear your opinion on the matter. But to me, I find it ridiculous that we can just play a player of such high quality on the bench, because he at the moment is a bench player and nothing more. And I think that he could start in any team around the world. Take him to Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, PSG, any club in the world, he would start. That's just my saying on the matter. But as I said, tell me what you think about it down below. And of course, guys, this is Finn, FYNN. Please do subscribe for more content if you want to see more of my stuff in the future. Trying to reach 1,000 subscribers this year, so I would really, really appreciate it. But of course, subscribe if you did enjoy and hit that like button down below. But this has been Finn, FYNN. Glory, glory, Man United, I guess. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Different commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me